Alright, welcome back. We're going to open 5 Borg and 5 Voyager, thereabouts. We opened some Voyager in the most recent video, and I opened some Borg this morning. Trying to wrap my head around the Borg rules and getting help from the Trek CCG website, which is really helpful. If anyone from there is watching this, thank you for being patient and helping me with the rules. And I apologize if I butcher any of the rules and mess anything up. Let's start with the Voyager. Voyager has been kind of boring, as I mentioned in the Borg video. It's reminded me of the elements of the show that I don't like, the Vidiians and the Kazon. But hopefully we can get some more of the fun stuff here. Does anyone watch The Expanse? I just love The Expanse. I think it's really good. I've read the books as well. Up to, I believe I read the most recent one. The recent one came out about 6 months ago. I read a lot, so I'm not sure if I did read it. I can't remember. Handshake. Plays once each turn for free if you have played no cards this turn and have fewer in hand than opponent. They must choose to discard 3 cards or allow you to draw 3. Or play to look at top 5 cards in any draw deck, or discard pile for 10 seconds, rearrange as desired. Or plays if you have at least 3 other cards in hand, discard entire hand and draw 7 cards. Discard instant after any use. That is really good. So The Expanse is just one of my favorite shows. It's probably the best sci-fi show in a long time. Stop Bombardment. Does anyone watch it? Does anyone read the books? Does anyone out there watching this video watch everything else that's sci-fi and based in space, or is it just Star Trek for you? I always wondered that. I just can't get enough of anything space, so for me it's everything. But Star Trek's my favorite. Lower Decks plays on table. Each of your non-holographic universal personnel has attributes all +2. Close friendships often form between those serving together on a starship. This was especially true of Maquis, who many times fought side by side before joining the USS Voyager crew. Traub Grenade. Small incendiary devices can be used to create diversions and gain strategic control. An exploding grenade helped Neelix and Mabus escape in an underground Kazon prison. The Phage. The Vidiian Sodality. Nanoprobe Resuscitation. Does that say resuscitation? Does anyone know? I've always wondered. I always played MMOs where you have various spellings of resurrection, and this was always used for earlier resurrections, at least in the games that I played. Is that just a really weird spelling for resuscitation? Yes, it is, isn't it? I've always sort of read it. I have pronunciation issues. I've always sort of read it in my mind as like resuscitation or something ridiculous like that. But now that I look at it more clearly, now that I ask, that's got to be resuscitation. Haffelin. Transporter Control Module. Kazon Shuttle. We have a rare Federation, so maybe we will get something interesting. I'm kind of hoping for B'Elanna. Well, that's not B'Elanna. That strength is too low. High cunning. Decent integrity. Can't be Tuvok, right? Because Tuvok he's a Vulcan. Vulcans tend to have higher than 6 strength. That could be Chakotay. Kind of seems like Chakotay's stats, but he might have lower stats from being the Maquis. How about Paris? Paris, I think, might have lower integrity too because of his past sordid history. And Kim, I don't think, would have that high cunning. I think we're stumped. I'm stumped, at least. Janeway, okay. Very awesome. I don't know why I didn't think to guess Janeway. I didn't think she'd have 6 strength, but then again, they're very weird with how they rate strength sometimes. Sometimes, as I have said before, it's sort of like battle competence, and so you can have someone like Tasha Yar from the Enterprise. You know, she was the lead security before she sacrificed herself. She has 8 strength, I believe, in the Next Generation set. And so that's obviously not physical strength. That's just battle competence. So sometimes they do it very literally. You'll see like women and older elderly characters that have very, very low strength. And then other times you have Tashiar with 8 strength. So she's got science, diplomacy, leadership, computer skill, physics, and astrophysics. Former science officer of USS Albatani, dog lover, inspired by Amelia Earhart, Leonardo da Vinci, and her father, has promised herself to get her crew home. Yeah, I don't mind Janeway. I like her. She's obviously, well, not obviously, but for me, she's my least favorite captain. But I still like her. Picard being my favorite captain, followed by Sisko. And I guess now you can count, again, I've just forgotten his name, even though in the last video I forgot it like twice and had to look it up. The captain of the new show. Gosh, what is his name? It's really, I don't know what is wrong with my mind. But I forget stuff like crazy. Does anyone else forget stuff? It's really a bummer to forget stuff so much. I'm gonna look it up. Excuse me just a moment. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I have to look it up. As soon as I see it here, I'm gonna hit myself here. Lorca. It's just such a strange name, right? Lorca would be my, up there. He'd be my third favorite now. Then followed by Archer and then Janeway. Borg nanoprobes. Good, I've been wanting this. Once per turn, where present, may abduct and assimilate one personnel just stunned by your defense drone or nullify a species 8472 related dilemma. Submicroscopic robots saturating a Borg's bloodstream, injected into potential new drones, beginning their assimilation, modified by the Voyager crew to use as a weapon against species 8472. The fluidic, do you remember the fluidic species from Fluidic Space? The Borg couldn't assimilate them because they were too much of a match for them. Also, presumably, wouldn't meet the physical requirements. Assimilate planet. Plays on table. Target an unassimilated non-homeworld planet mission with a point box showing at least 35 points. Your Borg may scout that planet. After scouting complete, if you have a Borg at that location, you may probe. If you reveal a blue or defense drone assimilated, place on a planet, may download one objective card. I believe blue is communications. Again, something I keep forgetting. Red is easy to remember because it's like defense, red, fight, battle. Annexation drone, 8 of 18. Eliminate starship. Plays on table. Target an opponent's ship. Your Borg may battle that ship. If they destroy it in battle, immediately probe. Draw a probe card. Discard objective. If you reveal a Borg card, you download a salvage starship. If you reveal an alternate timeline card, you cause an energy distortion and you can download a temporal rift. And if you reveal another Borg card, you may do collateral damage. One other opposing ship present is damaged. Any way to get the Borg to be able to battle is good, because you can't normally battle. Transwarp network gateway. Neither can the Federation. Seed 1 during facility phase on any spaceline and or play on any spaceline location where you have a green Borg. Any player may play a transwarp conduit or another copy of this doorway to allow moving any or all of that player's ships from this transwarp network gateway to another. So that's basically like a Bajoran wormhole. Adapt, negate, destruction. Nullifies a dilemma except a Q-related dilemma just encountered by your blue Borg if your Borg encountered that dilemma, or a copy on a previous turn. By 2375, the Borg had encountered, and I already read that. Modulate shields. Place and remains on a phaser or disruptor just used to stun and mortally wound one of your blue Borg. Your Borg are immune to all weapons with that exact card title. Cortical node implant. So this says if a blue Borg once each turn may transfer data. So I'm assuming blue is communication then, and green is, it's not logistics, it's something similar. And then red is defense. 11 of 12. Again, sorry for that I keep forgetting. That's really embarrassing and bad. Reassimilate lost drone. And we have another interesting rare, a Federation. 8 cunning, 6 integrity, 5 strength. That could be... I don't think it would be Chakotay because Janeway had 6 strength. I don't think Chakotay would have 5. That's the Doctor, I think. Because we already opened the Doctor and I feel like he had similar stats. No, Riley Frazier, human science officer of the USS Roosevelt, assimilated as a Borg at Wolf 359, freed a year later when her ship was damaged, romantically involved with Chakotay. Yeah, the printing quality of this set was really good. Now we'll go back to a Voyager. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Tell me I'm not the only one that loves the smell of that. Come on, it's the best thing. Books, fresh cards, and there's one other that is my 3 favorite smells. But books and rain. Books, rain, and fresh card packs. There's nothing like it. Research phase, salvage operation, distortion of space-time continuum, Sorum, temporal micro wormhole. It allows your alternate timeline personnel and equipment cards to report for duty, and you can download a space-time portal, or you can download Telegramor, which is a Romulan that was able to engage with the Voyager. Menace, Ayala, Paella. Civil unrest. 2 away team members are chosen, random selection. Unless one has diplomacy, both are stopped. Mission continues. Civil disobedience can often escalate into full-scale conflict. A peaceful demonstration soon turned violent, entangling Captain Janeway and Tom Paris in a domestic brawl. Vidiian scout vessel. Losaurus. And another rare Federation. This is good. We have 8 integrity, 9 cunning, and 9 strength. Immediately, I think Tuvok. Vulcans always have high stats. Tuvok has a good code of ethics, so he'd have high integrity. He's very intelligent, so he'd have high cunning. And he's a Vulcan, so he'd have high strength. And I'm going to go with Tuvok, but let's look at the skill. Yep, we've got mind meld, biology, music, law, security, leadership, computer skill. It can't be any more clear that it's Tuvok. Vulcan Security Chief of USS Voyager, Janeway's tactical officer and confidant for many years, former instructor at Starfleet Academy, breeds prize orchids. Look at that quality. I guess I'm just impressed with it because Magic the Gathering quality has been so bad lately, and I opened a couple of Star Trek sets that recently that were not great quality. Strange New Worlds, and I believe it was Mirror. Were very disappointing quality. Especially Strange New Worlds. I mean, we opened, if anyone watched the Strange New Worlds video, we opened a foil archive T'Pol foil. You know, T'Pol from Star Trek Enterprise. I didn't realize at the time she's a very, very rare. The only ones I can find on the internet are about $180. So I had no idea, but it turns out, before I'd even revealed that it was T'Pol, I saw that it was damaged on the back, and I said, if this is going to be really good, I'm going to be really sad because it's damaged, and of course it was really good. It was the best thing I could have opened. Borg Cube. Massive weapons and massive shields. Happy to get that, though. Need all the Borg stuff I can get. Borg Vinculum? If you're a blue Borg present, all your Borg at this location present with the blue Borg share regular skills. Each has every such skill at highest level. Immune to disruptor overload. Functions process and disseminate information relevant to the collective. establish transneural connections between drones, purge individuality, bring order to chaos. I'm gonna double check something real quick. Give me a moment. Okay. Blue is communication, green is navigation, red is defense. Come on. Come on, Turkey Goblin, you can remember. So people might wonder, what the hell is Turkey Goblin? That's the weirdest thing. I couldn't tell you. My friends and I, when I was younger, used to call each other Turkey Goblins as sort of jokey insults. I don't know who came up with it, if it was me or if it was one of my friends. And I've always thought it was a funny, unique thing. I like calling someone a Turkey Goblin. Okay, so that is the first card we've seen that is a little less than perfect. You see that weird little bump there? At least it's not a rare. So yeah, I thought, what could I call myself that is completely unique? If someone Googled me, they would see me and only me, or at least get me as a top result. And I had Turkey Goblin, so... impressive trophies, unless cunning greater than 50, crew or away team member with the most ability icons or highest cunning plus strength, opponent's choice is captured. Discard dilemma. Erosion hunters always search for prey that provide the greatest challenge and the most unique relics to adorn their ships. Thenelek. How about that episode of DS9 with what is his name? Miles formed a friendship with him. They're bred to be hunted. That was a really good episode. And O'Brien formed a friendship with him, and he was hunted down, and he gave himself up, and then O'Brien freed him just before he was given up so that he could continue the hunt, because he did, in some strange, what is it called when you're a prisoner and then you form a... Gosh, I'm just my mind today. I'm sorry. And so he wanted to keep being hunted and keep trying to evade them and beat the hunters. And O'Brien let him out. That was a really, really good episode. One of my favorites. Omega Directive. Seeds are placed on table. Sorry if I'm rambling too much. Place on your ship with matching commander aboard. Nullified if no big star personnel, which are like leaders, like captains and staff aboard, or just major officers. I mean, what we've opened so far is 3 major stars, just to give you an example. Catherine Jane Ray is a big star, Riley Fraser is a big star, and Tuvok. Basically, main characters tend to be large stars. Although I'm assuming everyone that watches this is probably already familiar with the game. I know actually one of you isn't. One of you that watches isn't. So if you already know all this stuff and I'm butchering it, I apologize. Rare neutral, high cunning, low integrity, and medium strength. That's certainly not Neelix. I don't know who that is. 2 terms medical, 1 exopology, 1 anthropology. Your Vidiians are immune to the phage. We already opened one of him. Look at that face. So we've opened 2 Borg, 2 Voyager. We'll go back to the Voyager now. Vidiian Harvester. Lower decks. Twisted. Intense electromagnetic charges cause Voyager to fall into a state of structural flux. Fluctuations created a warping effect, turning the ship into a constantly shifting maze. Cannot get past unless at least half of personnel and crew or away team rounded up, each have cunning 8 or higher. Narada. Kazon Shuttle. Stadi. Female Betazoid, representative of Starfleet Helm officers, has piloted a wide variety of Federation ships, most notably the prototype USS Intrepid. I was rewatching one of my videos recently, and I called Intrepid Interpid, or something like that. That's so bad. Rabic, Hafalin, drop grenade, Dr. Fitzgerald, and we have a rare incident. Vidiian boarding claw. Plays on any undocked ship present with your staff to unstop Vidiian cruiser. Those ships may not fire weapons at each other. Yours may not move. Your personnel may travel through claw to and from other ship. If other ship moves, both ships are first damaged. Discard claw. You may discard claw during your turn. So yeah, what does everyone think about Star Trek Discovery? I know people seem quite divided on the internet. Seems like some diehard Trek fans don't like it, and then some do. I'm curious what people think about it. It's like the new Star Wars movie. It's very divisive. I personally didn't like the new Star Wars movie at all, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I have been to 6 Star Wars celebrations throughout my life. Those are massive Star Wars conventions. And I didn't like it, unfortunately, which was really sad. Borg data node. If present with a... Are you kidding me? Navigation Borg. No, that's communication. If present with a communication Borg, once each turn may download one adapt card to hand or glance for 10 seconds at crew of any ship or top card of any player's draw deck. Borg information storage unit, contributing assimilation logistics, sensor telemetry, and vessel movements. Voyager salvaged these from the wreckage of a destroyed probe in 2375. I'm probably driving someone crazy, or multiple people crazy, with the fact that I keep forgetting simple things. The blue is communication. Oh, Jesus! Come on! Establish gateway. Let's just get silly. Who cares? 9 of 15. Isotope drone. Task study particle 010, disseminate findings, biological distinctiveness, humanoid, science, physics, astrophysics. If you have completed harness particle 010, all your Borg and player attributes +2. Omega directive. Seeds or plays on table. Place on your ship with matching commander aboard. Nullified if no leader or personnel aboard. While ship is at same location as an Omega particle, it may ignore affiliation attack restriction. At the end of each turn, you must probe. If you get threat eliminated, discard particle. No, sorry, you must probe. And if you get a download card, threat eliminated, discard particle. Draw 2 cards and score points. Discard objective. Just feel absolutely silly now because I've made a fool of myself already, so screw it. Hogan. I need to find my voice anyway, so gotta try a bunch of them. Hunting vessel. Small ship usually manned by a hunting pair. Often travels in groups like that which subdued Voyager in 2374. Its monotonium armor scatters enemy targeting scanners. Yeah, do you hear that? That's how you say that, by the way. Monotonium. I'm sure on that one. X equals 7 plus number of your other staffed Herodian ships here. Tractor beam. Multi-vector assault mode. Alright, I'm done for now. New technology designed for the USS Prometheus, allowing it to split into 3 separate ships during battle. I guess I'm not done. Programmed with hundreds of computer-controlled attack patterns. Plays at the start of battle, once per battle involving your USS Prometheus, or at least 3 of your ships. One of those ships is weapons and shield +5. Holy shit. Multi-vector assault mode engaged. +5. Angelo Tassoni, Dasani water. I think he sells Dasani water. 9 of 15. Isotope drobe. Isotope drone. 2 of 12. And we have a boring rare. Replicator accident. Ship is damaged and entire crew is killed, unless engineer, physics, and cunning greater than 30. Discard dilemma. And you score 5 points for it as well. Nucleonic radiation from the explosion of a stolen incorrectly installed food replicator. Mutated the cells of the Kazon Nistrum crew. fusing them with inorganic matter. Look at that. Look at that mother effer. His arm is just done. That arm's not usable anymore. It's done. That is a done arm right there. Look at that done arm. I think he's done as a whole, to be honest with you. I don't think he's golfing anytime soon. Yeah, so the Borg are the most complicated first edition affiliation by far. So, again, I'm sorry if I haven't explained enough or if I've messed anything up. I just really wanted to open the Borg. Simulate Starship. Plus, I still don't have anyone to play with, which is sad, but I've played against myself a couple times, but I still enjoy the collecting. One of these days I'll force myself to go out and find a group to play with. I'm sure there's someone here in my area. Activate subcommands. Download one. You're not going to believe it. I've forgotten again. My brain is just broken. Broke. I need to be part of the collective so my brain doesn't break. Communication drone or one navigation drone and one defense drone. Discard event and draw no cards this turn. That's just really good. 11 of 18. Cinerin. Hunt alien. Stalk and kill wounded member of species A472. Ugly face. Herodian hunt. Big tits. Yeah, big titties. Big titties. I'm just going to say it. That's what's on my mind, so I'm going to say it. Screw it. Just say what's on your mind. That's what I'm going to do from now on. Or I'm going to try. Look at those. Look at those suckers. I'll take them. Klingon women always had huge tits. Huge boobs. Huge knockers. Huge milkers. Herodian outpost. Ranjin. And we have a rare Herodian that I will never be able to guess. This guessing game isn't so fun when you can't guess anything. Leadership, science, honor, anthropology, diplomacy, physics. Dakaran. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to say what's on my mind. And if I keep making videos, hopefully I can find the time to learn to edit. Maybe one day I'll make something of it, which would be nice. I'd really like to continue to make videos and be geek on the internet and counterpart to many of the other people that do this kind of stuff. I feel like there's still room for more of us out there. So hopefully I'll find a voice that people will enjoy. And if it's better that I just find my voice now so I can be myself, right? Mobile holo emitter, portable holographic projector designed by Henry Starling based on 28th century technology he stole from the time ship Aeon, acquired by the Doctor in 2373, or was it 1996? I remember this now. Yeah, that's why he was able to get the walk around and leave the holodeck, because of the future technology. May be worn by placed on one of your hologram. You may remove it during your turn. Wearer moves normally, while worn does not count as an equipment card. So your holograms can only report aboard a ship or sort of an outpost that has a hologram emitter. They report aboard an outpost. They're not active. And so if you want to be able to move them normally, like I'm assuming down to a planet as an away team, you would need that mobile holo emitter. And the Doctor searches for it, so that's cool. Transporter control module. Annoying, stupid people. The Vidiian sodality. We have a rare Romulan, our first Romulan of the set. 6 integrity, 7 cunning, 6 strength. No, actually, we did open Telecromor. Navigation, 2 computer skill, physics, astrophysics, and he can download a Romulan pad. Navala, skilled pilot serving under Rakar. Oh, look at that. Sort of a pink, weird squiggly line. Her family's brushes with the Tal Shiar have left her highly suspicious and distrustful of others, even by Romulan standards. Yeah. I'm just gonna go all out and be totally my crazy self, people. That's all you can do, right? Our rare... Wait, is this our rare? I think I messed this up. It's got a mark on it. Is that a rare? Nope, it's not a rare. This should be the rare. I hope. If not, oh well. Acquire technology. Does anyone know why camera videos or videos end at 33 minutes? Captain's log. Oh, there's our rare. I think we would have guessed Harry Kim as well. Mediocre. Not very many. Youth. USS Voyager Operations Officer, his first posting out of the academy. Until then, he'd never missed calling home every week. Plays reed instruments. Unlucky at love. The next emanation. Blue alert. Crazy people. Really difficult people to look at, people. Catalog phenomena. Villagers with torches. Seeds are placed on table whenever opponent begins a planet mission attempt with fewer than 3 personnel. All are killed unless opponent has thermal deflectors in play. The phage. Study interstellar colony. And captain's log. Plays on table each of your ships with matching commander aboard as weapons and shields +3. That's really strong. Alright, last pack here. If I can finish it before the video ends, hopefully I can. Thanks for sticking with me this long if you have, and just watching the videos and going with me through growing pains as I learn how to do videos and learn how to have a voice that is authentically me. And I hope you're enjoying the unboxings. They certainly aren't cheap, so hopefully more than just me enjoys them. Maturation chamber. Once each turn, you may download to chamber 1 non-unique drone in place of 1 card draw, or report to chamber 1 drone. Quantum slipstream drive. Let's do the rare first in case this video ends. We have a rare Ferengi, 4 integrity, 6 cunning, 7 strength, computer skills, science, acquisition, greed. Your hologram and Ferengi personnel may mix at this location. That's a really cool ability. Gageus. Daimon, who reprogrammed the Federation hologram intercepted by Nunk, mastermind of plan to return Voyager to the Alpha Quadrant through geodesic field. Quantum slipstream drive. Plays on your ship that has full range, available for free if the Dauntless move ship end to end of spaceline or elsewhere at same spaceline. Range is used. Transwarp network gateway. Hogan. So that's a mission specialist. I just found out they've just got 1 skill. They're a specialist, and that allows them to do certain things with certain cards. Multi-vector assault mode, presumably to make them more useful because you wouldn't rarely